you. Takes another OP.
Take it, not forever.
Oh, takes on the third OP.
Mit dem Play Under Gani hat einfach 4-5 Leute rausgenommen.
It's a 76 that is sitting on top of 4 repair stations.
One artillery shell, Mr. Nitro. One artillery shell.
Devastating. That would be devastating.
Two Tigers and Paradox teaming up on that 76. They take him down.
Does not shoot the Garrison against splattered instead.
What the hell, Wolves of War. 82 AD. Esprit de Corps Gaming. Refuse. The Line. Extreme Dinosaurs. Gary Busters Incorporated. Team Phoenix. Alpha. Helios. Greyhounds. Orbital Drop Shot Troopers. Polish Veterans. Chimera. Invictorous. Snow Leopard Knights. International Code Flag. Eastern Group. Infiltration. Syndicate. The Circle.
What is this? What is this? What is this? They ask and we answer. It is Hell Let Loose seasonal. Good day, everybody. Welcome to the one and only format that is in Hell Let Loose available, and that is a tournament. And fuck, that's still easier than others as well. That's called seasonal. There we go. I covered all of the points. Hello, everybody. I'm joined tonight for the match of ESPT against 82nd AD by the one and only lovely man that I forgot to change his avatar, by the lovely Mr. Nitro.
Hello, Altberg. Thank you so much for bringing me on today. I'm very excited. It has been quite a while since I've been on a stream for a Hell Let Loose match, so super excited. Super appreciate you bringing me on, and I think this should be a really good game. Esprit de Corps versus 82nd. Two great teams and a big game as far as placements. So I think this will be a fun time today.
It will be glorious. It will be glorious. For ESPT is going to be on the side of our beloved. There we go. I had to buy some time when I searched it. On the Axis side, and our friends from 82nd AD are going to be on the lovely Allied side.
Yeah, I mean, St. Marigly's definitely one of the most commonly played maps in Hell Let Loose comp. So, and with these two teams who've been around for years and years, you know, these people know what they're doing on this map. So, I think it'll be exciting to see, and that no matter which point it is, whether it be Hospice, St. Marigly's, or Checkpoint, I think we should see a pretty exciting match here.
We will also see if the kill feed works, which was a bit of a surprise. That, oh, by the way, there might be a kill feed. Oh, really? Cool. That's cool. Maybe it's gonna work. Maybe not. We had no time to check it because, you know, things. We just got the info. But we should at least have other things available, like, you know, both sides of the match, so to say. And Kiros, you might say, "Oh, look, Nitro, this is already starting, but it's, you know, it's too early." No, don't you worry. But just having a bit of a chat before, because I have Nitro. I have for once have a co-caster, and that man also did some Is it wet work? What is it called? He did some work on the side before the match, so to say.
Yes.
Which you're going to take a look at in a moment.
Yeah, I got a chance to sit down with a couple of players from today's game. We got to sit with the lovely XL from Esprit de Corps, who's also on our lovely Orga for Seasonal. On the flip side, from 82nd AD, got to talk to another Orga member, the one and only Starlord himself. And we were joined by also the love of my life in Hell Let Loose, Mr. Froggers, Dr. Froggers. So that was a fun little chat we had. I'm excited to share that with everybody whenever you are ready, Altberg.
Ah, it's gonna be glorious. I'm looking forward to this. Lovely Axel there from ESPT, one of the most popular ESPT players. Clearly because of appearance, clearly. So beautiful.
Yes, definitely.
Starnout because of Orga levels, and Froggers because you can't miss Froggers on the horizon because of how tall he is. That's the old joke. But lovely people you got together. We're gonna take a look at that. At that. Sorry, I meant still Froggers. And we're gonna look at these lovely people in a moment. I like Froggers. He's a nice noodle. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Just silence for a second. But no, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be lovely. ESPT against 82nd AD on Sainte-Marie-Églé. And afterwards, we are going to also be, because you might be saying people, oh, well, this is going to be fun, or this is going to be so-so. Either way, after this match, depending on how long it goes, of course, we should be having straight up afterwards a lovely another thing coming up for you kids, which will be the seasonal wheel.
Ooh, so exciting. What is the wheel, Altberg? What are we determining with the wheel today?
We are wheeling out. We're going to be really smart with this. We're going to see basically who is going to fight who in, well, starting next week. It's a very complicated process. It's a very complicated process, but don't you worry. We're going to get joined by Abu, who's going to tell every little detail about it, and we're going to ask him about every little format and everything. I can already see Abu in chat probably in like 30 minutes getting really angry. No. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I have learned what to do, and I know what to do. And now we're going to talk about it as well later. We're not going to drag it out too long into the night or anything, but that's going to happen after the stream, basically. After this match.
Right. Yeah, no, these things are always super exciting. I mean, the one of the best parts of seasonal is the beginning, before the first matches even happen. That is the magical wheel to know who's going to play who. The teams have, the anticipation, the excitement. So I'm glad we get a second dose of that this edition midway through. The playoffs should be pretty exciting. I know, again, we'll get into the format when that time comes. But looking at the bracket right now, we're looking at about 8 weeks of games moving forward. So we still have just about 2 months of games. There's a lot of seasonal left here. And so I think we're moving into a pretty exciting stage of this format. But before that, of course, we have today's game. Now, the record for these teams is interesting because there was a lot on the line for this weekend's games and a lot of different possibilities. Right now, these two teams, 82AD and ESPT, are both in Group C. Currently, before this weekend, the rankings, 82nd AD was first in the group with 3 wins. ESPT ranked second with 2 wins. That was my cat. He's right behind me.
I hope so, yes.
ESPT with 2 wins. There is a bit of an asterisk there. Obviously, they did defeat TL on El Alamein, but that match was overturned due to some issues. So ESPT with 2 wins, and both of these teams, all of their victories have been 5-0 victories. So these teams have had a pretty good time playing against their opponents in this group. Now, if 82nd AD wins, they secure their spot in the first seed for the playoffs with 4 wins. ESPT will have 2 wins, so they would still secure that second seed. Now, the other teams in this group aren't far behind. Syndicate with 2 wins as well. Polish Veterans with 1, TL with 1 win. TL was sadly eliminated yesterday from seasonal, so that was definitely a tough game for TL. Polish Veterans should be able to move on through to the 4th seed. And of course, Syndicate still going to take that 3rd spot. So really, it is these teams are playing for 1st and 2nd seed here. So I feel like with so many good teams in these other groups, having that 1st seed pick is going to be huge and should be a pretty big advantage going into the playoffs.
It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be glorious. And I'm also on the zone. I can check that I have Admincam. They posted already the info. Look at that. We have 20 minutes before the match and I already have the info. Wow.
That
Technology.
is nice. Yeah, that is lovely. I love when people post the server info as soon as possible. If any other teams are listening, you should do that and post the server information as soon as possible.
True indeed, good sir. True indeed. And I just realized something. It's 20 minutes before the match. There is a nice little bit of an interview part we should probably show.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
Let's have the lovely little magical thing that is called pre-match interview with both teams. See you in a second, kiddos. Beep boop beep beep. Musical words. I should probably press the button.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Anthony. You can call me Nitro if you so choose. And we're talking to a couple of people. So, Excel, hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good. XL, obviously a team rep from ESPT, also a member of our lovely Orga for Seasonal. And I'm also joined from 82nd AD by Froggers and Starlord. Hello, gents.
Hello.
I'd like to start off by asking, how is Europe today on this lovely Sunday?
Sunny and beautiful.
And XL, you and I are both in America. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. So let's talk about seasonal. This is the last week of the group stage. We're on week 5. And both of you, both ESPT and 82nd AD, have had some really, really great games so far. You're currently both fighting for the number 1 seed in the playoff stage. How has your experience been like? XL, let's start with you. Both teams, I believe, have played 3 games so far. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 games so far. It's been pretty good. Since it's been group stage, there's kind of a different varying levels of teams that you're playing. So we've kind of been a little bit more experimental with, LLMA and Driel.
Mm-hmm.
We did play an SME match against Polish veterans. So it's been enjoyable. We've been kind of just making sure everything's running correctly and, just getting warmed up so we can play matches like today and in the future and in the upper bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is nice about the first stage is that you do get to play teams that maybe are a little bit newer to seasonal or a little bit less experienced. And it definitely, for some of the more experienced teams, allows you to be a little bit more creative with strats and trying new things and moving players around to different positions. I think it's always nice to see in the beginning of seasonal. But Froggers and Starler, let's go to you. Tell me about your experience in seasonal so far.
It's been pretty good. We've been doing kind of the same as Axel just said. We played Hurtgen, for example, that we usually don't play against your team.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different experience, but it was fun.
As far as your record so far, for all of your wins for both Esprit and for 82nd, these have been 5-0 wins. It doesn't mean, though, that doesn't pose some challenges. Are there any teams in particular that you feel like have been a little bit tougher than expected? Or we could even ask, who has been the toughest opponent that you faced so far? Froggers, let's go to you first.
Well, I've been mainly playing on artillery, and anytime you get in the 4-1 scenario, it automatically becomes very boring for the artillery player because everything's out of range.
Right.
And it kind of makes it hard to judge which game has been specifically hard. I know looking at that 4-1, trying to break it into the 5-0, it took the longest against TL from what I can remember. So yeah, that was a great test of endurance, that game.
Starlord, any more input on that?
Yeah, I think all our matches have been like varying in terms of, like Frogger said, duration.
Mm-hmm.
TL definitely took the longest time. Partly because TL is, they have a great tank lineup and they could just sit and cover like all the trees and stuff like that. It was really a test of endurance as well for the front line to just
right.
keep shift Wing through that shit. But yeah, like it's been different challenges in each game. Like Syndicate was, I don't know if everybody knows, but we got a lot of players from Syndicate recently.
Right.
Mostly European players that were there. So it was a fun experience for them to play against their old team. And TL was test of endurance, and then Polish veterans was like a map that we wanted to try some new stuff on.
Okay.
Even though it was SME, we tried a bunch of new stuff, and it worked out well in the end.
Yeah, maybe we see some of those things come out in today's SME game. Ooh, But
Never have.
XL, XL, let's go to you. Who do you think has been the toughest opponent so far, or do you anticipate today's game to be your toughest of the stage?
I definitely think this match will be the toughest. I know 82nd has been kind of like a long rebuild from it was like a year and a half ago where they lost like two full squads
Hmm.
to DC, and they've been just growing ever since. And I mean, in the past couple months, they've been like really good and really a team to watch out for. They've been really doing well in their scrims, so it's definitely been something that we've been looking forward to and paying attention to. That 82nd is no pushover.
Now, I have a question for XL and Starlord. Question for you, because I believe we do have a shared experience in Hell Let Loose, and that is being on Orga for seasonal. Now, I was on Orga for 2 seasons, I think, at least. And I definitely love my time on there. I have since stepped down. But tell me about your experience in Orga. There's obviously a lot of fun and exciting parts. Others, not so much. So I'm curious to know from the two of you. Tell me about what this has been like for you.
Do you want to start, Excel?
Yeah, I can go first. It's there's been ups and downs. I don't think it's really been that crazy. People have been mostly calm.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get like a ticket where someone's just going off the rails, or they're just talking about something crazy that like doesn't make sense. I would say for the most part, people have been pretty good. It's been people have gone to Orgo with like very respectful requests, or
Right.
for the most part, maybe a couple exceptions, but
Right.
I guess it'll be more exciting after group stage where like the stakes go up. I'm sure we'll get a lot more activity there, but for the most part, it's been pretty decent.
Starlord, anything to add?
Yeah, I think I agree. It's been pretty nice. Get the different perspectives from the seasoned Orca guys like Kendrick and Abu and
Mm-hmm.
Waka and Cito. So it just helps us learn how to do things.
Yeah, no, I think all those guys are great. I've loved working with all of them. Particularly, I think my biggest role in Orga was working with the casters and making sure games get streamed and talking to all the different casters. That was definitely my favorite part of the whole experience. Being a caster myself, or former caster, with the exception of today, won't be joining Mr. Altberg on stream, but. No, I think just getting to know everybody, getting to know all the team reps, casters, everyone who kind of helps put seasonal together, it's super exciting, and it definitely builds a bigger sense of community, I think, being part of that organization. So I definitely miss it sometimes, but I have enjoyed my time, and happy to see you guys taking on that role now.
Yeah, been pretty fun. I usually just like set up map bans and get all the
technical stuff,
game threads. Yeah, technical stuff.
Yeah,
really like doing the grunt work.
So let's talk about today's game. Today's game is on St. Merglise. Definitely one of the most played maps in comp. So I want to ask 3 seasoned players who have probably played this map dozens of times in competitive Hell Let Loose. What does prep look like for an experienced team like this? I mean, I'm sure there are definitely new strats you can pull out, but what does the week look like in advance before a game like this? XL, let's start with you.
A lot of it has to do with just kind of focusing on the macro. I feel like SMEs played so much in public matches and in comp that a lot of the members that are playing should know like a lot of the like micro positioning and stuff like that. So a lot of it is more macro focused. We're talking about like, oh, should we be shifting people here in this setup? How do we break here? It's just kind of making sure that we're setting up properly for like a 3-2 push or 3-2 hold, or versus like a 2-3 recap. So a lot of it is more macro focused since a lot of the map is like figured out. Everyone has their opener that they've had the past 2 years
Right.
it stored in their strats. So it's just it's more just focusing on all of the macro stuff.
All right. For our 82nd AD friends, what do you think prep looks like for a game like this? Starler, let's go to you.
I think I agree. It's more about the little things, maybe refining and tuning here and there, just to see, what has worked in the past. Maybe adjust towards your opponent, if you know how they play and stuff like that. So just about finding those little intricate details that can give you like an edge.
Now, Froggers, as someone who's definitely playing Artie today, what do you think prep looks like for a game like this?
Well, yeah, I tend to look at the opening from prior games, especially from the opponent we're playing, but also from other teams to see how they operate in the opening. And artillery, other than that, is not really preppable. We've tried doing some stuff with set arty pushes, but they haven't really been working.
Okay.
So yeah, we're mainly trying to focus on how can we adjust the arty as quickly as possible to what the team needs in that moment.
Yeah, like I said, I know we were just talking before our recording session that it's kind of crazy to think that a lot of us have been playing this game for years and years, and to a lot of the new players that have maybe come in the last few months, people who have gotten recruited, people may not realize people have been playing competitive Hell Let Loose since, what was it, the end of 2020? Was that the first seasonal? We're on, what, the 7th edition now? Seasonal has been around for a long time. Competitive Hell Let Loose has been around for a long time. And I think for a lot of the people in this call, you've been around for most of that time. So it has certainly been a fun couple of years in Hell Let Loose. But we're here today, and we're looking forward to the playoffs. And it looks like both of you have secured a spot in the playoffs. As far as seeding, that's still to be determined. We're looking at 82nd AD and ESPT getting first seed, second seed, third seed. There's a couple of possibilities here. But are there any teams in particular that you haven't played yet that you're looking forward to facing in the playoffs? 82nd, let's go to you first. What do you think?
I think if I could pick an opponent to face, it would be WTH, I think. We don't get to play them as much as we like. They don't play ECL, which is the European Community League.
Okay.
We face off against Greyhounds and XD there. We played Helios in HEA. We faced GPI a couple of times. So WTH is a team that we haven't really faced off before, at least in a long time.
Okay.
IR is also, Infiltration is another team.
Oh, yes. That's always a tough game.
Yeah. Either one of those in Group D will be, I think, a very welcome matchup for us.
All right. Froggers, do you agree? Any other teams that come to mind?
Yeah, my first thought was WTH as well. I always liked playing against them, whether it was as infantry or if I was playing artillery already. Then they have this play style that's interesting to play against, and I've always liked those games, even though I came out sweaty and completely out of breath. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a possible WTH matchup.
XL, let's go to you. Any teams that you're looking forward to meeting with the boys from ESPT?
I have to agree with WTH. We're looking for redemption from last seasonal.
Right.
WTH doesn't really scrim that much, and they refuse to scrim us. So we really like playing them. They're a really great team. So they're really fun to play. That we play like once a year or like maybe twice a year if we're lucky. So it'd be great to play them.
Okay.
Other than that, the classic teams that are really fun to play against, GBI, Greyhounds, XD, those are all like always really great matches. So they're always a lot of fun to play.
And always exciting to watch as well from a viewer perspective. I always say, as much as I love doing the casting, I'm a Hell Let Loose viewer at heart, and I love watching these games. So those are definitely some of the more exciting matchups. So, well, we're hoping for an exciting matchup today. I want to thank all three of you for joining me for this quick chat. XL, Frogger, Starlord. I appreciate you all, and wish you the best of luck in your match shortly. And we're going to throw it back to Das Altberg here momentarily. But thank you again, and we'll see you in the match today.
Yeah, thank you.
And so it happened. Ah, beautiful. I should have pressed buttons for that so it's automatic and shit. Ah, goddammit. Why is this? Stuff's not working. Ah, there we go. Things look better now. There we go. We have you. Yes. Sorry, I had to check that.
Yeah.
Like I had before, I could like do automation on my Stream Deck, and now it's not working with the latest update. So I need to wait for them to update stuff again. So stuff is working automatically, so I don't need to press everything manually. But we are already getting slowly ready. I say slowly because right now there is a lot of 82nd AD on this server.
Yeah, it looks like 82nd is coming in. It looks like we're at least 40 players for now. So we are filling up.
Filling up on the good stuff. We're filling up on all that 82nd AD. Delicious.
Yeah, I always appreciate a team that gets in the server on time. So I'm hoping both teams can do so today.
Sort of those reactions that casters love a lot.
Yeah, it's a problem that's exclusive to casters. That it's just, we get here a little bit early into the server, make sure everything's working properly, and then game time comes, and then where is everybody? Not in this server, but that's okay. I think a lot of us, we fill the time, we keep everybody keep the stream going, keep everybody entertained. So that's what we're here to do today. Really quickly, as far as St. Mariglees, we could have done, all the strat sketches and talk about openers, but let's be honest, this is one of the most played maps in competitive Hell Let Loose. Obviously, you want to make sure you get control of not only the hard cap, but each point has a couple of areas around it where you want to make sure you have control for your infantry. But if you're here, you're watching the stream, you probably know where that is already. But as far as the points themselves, for me personally, I love a good hospice match. That's one of my favorite points to watch. Alternatively, I do love watching Checkpoint. I think that can be fun because it is on the southern edge of the map. But then you have people fighting in the little village or the town just north of that, so that can be pretty exciting. I feel like St. Mariglees, the chapel, is one of the more what's the word? For me, it's not as exciting to watch as a viewer. And I always say this. Yes, I casted Hell Let Loose for quite a while, played a couple of comp games with the line. But for me, I'm a Hell Let Loose viewer at heart. And so as a viewer, I love the exciting, tense moments of the game. And I feel like points like Hospice and Checkpoint kind of cater to that a little bit. So I'm hoping for that today. But either way, I'm just hoping for a good game. No one likes to see a quick 5-0 in 20 minutes.
I would hate that as well because, we have to be the last match tonight because afterwards we have to have all the matches over because else we can't do the wheel.
right, yeah.
That was my issue that I raised, I raised the issue of, hey, what if the other matches are taking longer? There's another match like Greyhounds happening at the same time. It's gonna be fine, Altberg. Really? I can't just stream I can't just say, okay, I'm gonna stream after the last match. It's gonna be fine, don't you worry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we'll find something to do. If the game ends in 20 minutes, Albrecht and I will sing songs for the remaining 70 minutes or however long it is.
I'll just run some plate up or something.
Yeah.
Playing some Cook Surf Delicious.
I love plate up. Yes. I love plate up. I'm terrible at these games though. I panic very easily.
You know who is not bad at games? Mm-hmm. The people of ESPT and 82nd AD. I'm showing their names right now on stream. That's why I made a little comment there.
Oh, great.
But these lovely, lovely people have gathered today on both sides to have a glorious match. The glorious of glorious matches. I am, as you mentioned before, well, you mentioned that Hospice would be lovely and Checkpoint would be lovely and then St. Mariglees itself would be so-so. I would agree on that. I would love to see Hospice being, of course, played, or Checkpoint. Both are lovely points. I'm a bit more for Checkpoint because I haven't had Checkpoint in ages. I had mostly just Hospice, but I also wouldn't mind actually St. Mariglees itself because of one thing, it is more favored towards the Americans. That's one thing. But the big thing is, it's because everybody keeps rambling around in that big old church, and that means we're going to see a lot of satchels. And there's nothing more glorious than seeing, a satchel pop off every 40 seconds.
Yeah. The booms are nice to see. That is one of the redeeming qualities of that midpoint. Absolutely. That takes me back. Some of my favorite moments from Hell Let Loose from previous games are satchel plays on the church or just artillery, just taking out people as they come out of the church. It's very exciting. Anything that goes boom in Hell Let Loose is always fun to see.
And the good thing is there's a lot of boom, especially at the start. We're gonna watch, of course, the initial clash from both sides against each other with their rockets. I hope at least we're gonna get some rockets. Last time when I did a match, we didn't get to see many rockets really being needed.
I remember
Yeah.
a couple of years ago when the rocket science first started becoming pretty popular. It's so mind-boggling to see, like, how do people figure this out? And then here we are, you know, probably a year later or even more than that, where you have like rocket squads on the opener of like, you know, 4, 5, 6 people, and all with just pinpoint accuracy getting these rockets down. It's insane to see how far the comp scene has come as far as strats, you know, compared to say 2 or 3 years ago. There's just so much more to it now. I don't know as a new player how you do it, because I feel like a lot of that is just knowledge built up over the years. And that's one thing we touched on in the interview that I had with XL and Star-Lord and Froggers, was that, you know, for a lot of these teams, you've been doing this for years and years. And so it becomes more so not learning strats for these maps, but refining and, you know, improving upon them as we go on. So, you know, as we're this far into seasonal, this far into was this the 7th edition or something like that of seasonal? It's super exciting to see. Yeah. That's the big takeaway. We're all just old. We've been here for too long.
Yes, young man. That is how it is. Yes.
Alfred's like, back in my day, we didn't even have Admincam.
Back in my day, we didn't have Admincam, young man. And back in my day, a medic only had 1 XP for bandaging another person and 2 XP for reviving. And you still gained some XP. You had some XP left over. It's like paying with a nickel somewhere and still, you know, like buying a car with like a dime. Back in my day, oh, the experience. Yes.
That's great. It looks like we may have a couple of minutes before the game starts. It looks like a couple of ESPT players may have been accidentally banned from the server, so yeah, we may be here for a couple of minutes, but that's okay. We'll hang tight. It's always fun.
I like shit like this. It seems like some of these people are banned or have been banned.
Yeah. They might be getting banned for team kills, because it says they are getting banned. So I would not be surprised if someone is shooting someone in spawn.
If that is the case, then I don't see the kill feed. So the kill feed is not working.
Oh no.
You know,
okay, well,
would have been fun, but again, we didn't get the info that it was beyond the circles. We didn't check on it. We have to reconfigure stuff and things. Actually, you know what? I have an idea.
Yeah.
I could try something. Just keep talking. They're gonna not notice it. They're not gonna notice it.
Of course not. No, we are checking out the players here. It looks like we're at 93 players in the server, 94 now. So we should be waiting on about 6 more players. Looks like about 2 players might need unbanning, so that's okay. No problem. We can wait on that.
Fucking banned players. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know, I feel like, is this an issue with every team? Is where someone has to yell at people, don't team kill? And guess what? People still team kill. Yeah.
Only with the naughty teams.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Froggers was allowed. I don't know why I'm so mean to Froggers today. He's a lovely person.
Well, I'm going to be very excited. I'll be on the lookout for Froggers, as he's going to be shooting our flares today, so that'll be fun for 82nd AD. At least on my end. I'm going to be casting on, or I'll be spectating the 82nd AD side. Albrig, you're going to be viewing ESPT side, correct?
We should probably check if stuff works, by the way. Just so you know, maybe check right now if the double map thing works.
Show the map. Yeah.
You know, like, might be a smart thing. Let's see.
Yeah, let's do a quick check on that. Yeah.
Yeah, because your map looks very, very weird on my end, for example. See, it's good that we have this little checkup, because your map looks really, really fucking weird.
Okay.
Why is your map like that? That looked fine before.
Let's take a look.
Live tests, people, live tests. There you go, that kind of works, right? Okay. Let me just check, what is that thing I'm pressing on this? We're doing live. Just talk over them for a second.
Yeah, no problem. That's okay. We're at 98 players, so I feel like we're very, very close to where we need to be. I'll also keep my map open. There you go.
Oh, and the kill feed is working now, by the way. Oh, so amazing.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Wonderful. You see what happens? You know, we took a couple extra minutes. Yes, a couple players are getting back in. But it's okay, because look at how great the stream looks now. And it's so worth it. Yeah, I hope so, too. I won't know for 30 minutes. I'm watching the stream, but
oh,
we'll
nutsack,
we'll
I see the issue. Okay. That's easy to fix. That's the important part. That's the important part. Which I'm going to press. Now we're going to see if that works. Buttons.
Okay.
Buttons.
Hopefully.
Second buttons.
Voila.
Ah, sexual. Or at least good. There we go. Okay.
Very nice.
Actually, did I get that? That should be working. Okay.
Yeah.
Buttons, just to be sure. Bloop, bloop. No, that didn't fucking work.
All right. So far today, we have seen a couple of interesting games, a couple of upsets. We had WTH versus IR, that is Infiltration, European team versus a Chinese team, and that game was very exciting, very interesting. I'm going to pull up the results here. The vote for that, the match predictions, WTH had 113 votes in favor of them, IR only 20. And Infiltration beat them today on St. Mary Glees. So probably one of the bigger upsets of the seasonal, if not for maybe the TL versus Polish veterans. But I mean, WTH versus IR, this was a huge upset. So I mean, congratulations to IR. That seems like they played that very well.
Yeah.
We'll check here on the match thread, see how we're doing.
I like that. I like when stuff worked just a moment before the initial thing, and then everything is going.
That's okay.
Ape. Why are you in the corner? That's the thing. Yoink.
Like, we should be getting started in just a moment.
Don't you put the pressure on me?
Oh no, we're set. All right, flipping. That's okay. The timer has not started yet. Oh, there's the timer. Now we're at 60 seconds.
Double map. Yeah, okay, we're good, okay. Technology is working with us again. Okay. Also got
very nice. You know, we can blame it on the solar flares that were happening this weekend, which gave us the lovely northern lights. Apparently it's supposed to cause issues with, internet and GPS and all that stuff. So I think that's definitely, what we can blame here.
I'll just blame Orga. That's how you do things.
Yeah, I was on Orga. We can blame Orga. I'm not on it anymore.
I should probably also hide our faces down there. Even we're beautiful and everything, but we should probably hide our faces because, good God.
Oh, sure.
Let's hide these fuckers. There we go. Boink, boink. That's my hiding sound. All right.
Very nice.
Even before the stream crashes. So, like, something off is gonna happen. I have to worry now. My biggest hope is still that it's going to be a lovely 90-minute slugfest around like the midpoint, which is going to be...
Right.
It's going to be hospice, to be fair. It's going to be hospice. It's going to be so...
I hope so.
This is so rigged. It's in the script, as Froggers would say.
Right. Our lead script writer.
Oh!
It was checkpoint. Interesting. Okay.
It's the point of the check, people. It's checkpoint. Vaudeville Western Approach, checkpoint, Monsieur de Gruyre. And Crossroads. That is all right. And
this will be good. This will be very interesting.
And I'm trying to find little piggy. Where's my piggy? Where's my piggy? Father Pig. Prep squad. There we go. Rifleman. Rifleman. Spawn an area that is not under the control. What? Why can't I click on the garrison? Oh, because there's somebody standing over it. Come on.
I had the same issue. Okay. Okay, so we'll get in here.
There we go. Lovely. Make a little check-in moment. Yeah, game is at least working. That's good. For a second, I thought the Admincam was not working anymore. Holy moly. Okay, but everything is working on my end. We have the map. We have the thingies. We have everything that is delicious and juicy.
All right. Yeah, so take a look at our opener here. We do have checkpoint as the midpoint. Now, this is going to be pretty good for 82nd AD. The next point for them is going to be Maison du Creek, which is right behind checkpoint. So you can set up a pretty good defense on Maison and still keep the pressure up on checkpoint without having to spread out all across, this map. Of course, you're still going to want to play for control of the north here in checkpoint, in the little town, the village here. And make sure you get control of those buildings. But to be in the sector, you got to be all the way down here on the map edge where there are a lot of open fields or a lot of wheat fields here, a lot of hedges to play off of. So you got to keep people in sector, but you also got to make sure you're not getting pushed from the north, which is where I expect Esprit de Corps to be playing. Because their point, if they do end up losing checkpoint, is Western Approach, which is way up in the north. So they're going to have to be a little bit more spread out. I expect ESPT to get control of the north as soon as possible and try to just push down from there. But this is an interesting layout. I think this definitely favors 82nd AD here, though.
I'm still a bit worried because it feels like ESPT is just gonna brute force their way from checkpoint to Maison du Creek.
They certainly can. If any team can do it, it's going to be Esprit de Corps.
Yeah, I'm already seeing you can't see on mine, but I see all the tankers, all the tanks are in B7. I'm seeing 4 tanks right now. Everybody.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a lot of people going to be playing this out. Same with 82nd AD. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 tanks. I'm seeing the recon tank all in what looks to be I7. So it looks like the armor is just going to be going straight for checkpoint. A couple of trucks going up in the north for 82nd AD. So Looks like they're going to try to get some supplies up north, get a couple of garrisons built up to keep the pressure up there. But as far as this opening push, yeah, I expect it to be a brawl here in at checkpoint.
I'm gonna go to my camp for a second here. Ooh, all technology.
Sure.
I see already the first launches to your side
Oh,
going
the
over.
tank snipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing hitting just yet, but a lot of these have been really close to some of these trucks. We'll keep an eye out and see if anything goes down here on the 82nd side.
I'm gonna show both sides just because we don't need like all of the screen. Let's have like.
Okay. Let's try to keep everything in the middle
They're
here.
blocking each other with their trucks here, which is great, but they are advancing on my side.
Yeah, it looks like on the 82nd side, everyone should be getting into the point here with no problem so far. Here come the rockets, though, from ESPT. That comes very close to one of these transport trucks.
Was it? I've not seen a single rocket yet.
Rockets coming up from 82nd side now, coming over to ESPT.
Yeah, I see also your presence coming over here.
Yep, and it looks like 82nd is going to
though.
get to the point. Yeah, no trucks getting sniped here from what we can see.
Close one, though. Very close one. Yeah, but it's fine. No destruction on the ESPT side. ESPT not losing anything. And there we go. First removal. Big removal with the transport truck there in the south.
Yeah, that's one going down there. As far as the hard cap itself, ESPT getting a lot of players in there, but 82nd AD with the sector control, fighting for the north here. Look at how many squads we have from the Esprit de Corps up in the north, just where these buildings are starting to begin. That's a lot of players.
It's loud here because right now ESPT is losing their tanks here because there's so many Stewart tanks in the south bombarding us here on the Axis side.
Yeah, these tanks are getting really aggressive, going right up to this middle road. Frankster getting a rocket over. It's going to hit a transport truck. Not going to hit the Stewart here.
I am curious.
This point is flipping back and forth as far as control.
It is because they have so many people in checkpoint, which also is burning by something. What is that? Truck probably? Truck, yeah.
Looks like a truck, yeah.
But the fight
More explosions down in the south.
The fight is going heavy at the moment.
Yeah, and that is going to be a Greyhound down. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a Stewart that went down for 82nd AD. So that's one light tank down.
Just looking down on this right now. Prediction also has ended. Most people voted for ESPT. 6,000 points for ESPT, 4,360 points for 82nd AD. People are expecting something nice here tonight.
Yeah, and I think we are getting it so far. I'm going to pop open my map really quickly here just to see what the setup is looking like before this point gets capped. 82nd with a lot of garrisons in the G column going from north to south. Most of the OPs in the 6 and 7 row near checkpoint or just above checkpoint. And it looks like just the recon way up in the north near western approach. So getting themselves set up. But right now it looks like the focus is going to be on checkpoint, and that is going in 82 AD's favor. What are you seeing on the ESPT side as far as garrisons and OPs?
Oh, believe me, it's crunchy. Garrison situation, we have 4 garrisons on the D row. And that's it at the moment, garrison-wise. I mean, 4 garrisons from D5 in each sector 1, which is nice. In each,
okay.
I was supposed to say hex grid. In each square, that's the word. But also a ton of OPs in the midsection on the E row, completely down from the mid-city to the south here. I think it's also the reason why they have so many people up there in the well, north of checkpoint right now.
Right.
They just want to, they're bracing themselves to basically take control in the north and then lash out against the east and southwards as well. And right now they're blocking it as well.
I like this tank setup from ESPT where they have a lot of their tanks in the north near those buildings, and they're shooting down into the south. And this is great because you have the buildings as cover that you can use as cover from the 82nd AD armor. It's allowing you to shoot down into the point, take care of the infantry that's trying to get into this 2-story building on their side of the street. And they're doing a good job of just keeping people out of there. And it did go in their favor for just a bit, but 82nd coming back to get control of this point. We are not even close to a cap yet. This could go either way.
I mean, maybe it's going to be the first, and we have a loss of an ESPT tank. Maybe this is going to be the first official match that's going to end in a stalemate. I doubt it really much, but you know.
That would be great to see. That would be so stressful. The thing is, though, ESPT have gotten to the other side of the street, all the way down in the south. They have a couple of infantry players there. Looks like an SL trying to stay alive. But this tank down in the south is going to start suppressing some of these people trying to cross.
That's definitely a tank of yours. That's not a tank of yours.
Yeah, it's the little Stewart way down in F8 here.
I am on it! One of the two Stewards at the moment in the south that is desperately trying to hold off the onslaught of enemies from the west. Hitman Alex and the rest still harassing the south here. Don't see any anti-tankers though, oddly enough.
Yeah, I would expect to see a little bit more AT from ESPT, particularly in the actual hard cap itself. I am seeing Prankster here, who is playing AT. It's gonna lob a rocket into the building though. But there are two tanks. It looks like 82nd AD do have their Greyhound and their medium tank just parked right behind this building.
Look at the south right now. I see that Striker and Scheller on the ESPT side are getting ready with their rockets. First hit on the Stewards.
That's one.
Long range
and
from the
that
down
goes
road.
down.
Beautiful shot there from Strike.
Yeah, that's the AT play that you need just to break that armor stalemate. And the point is now contested. Still going in favor of 82nd AD, but look at it flipping back and forth.
You say that, but I'm seeing also the amount of blue, well, for me blue, of ESPT here on the hard cap. And that is the thing that worries me, because I think 82nd AD might be losing more macro, because they're losing people up in the north, and they're losing everybody on the hard cap itself as well at the moment. And they lost the tank just now.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, this is looking good for Esprit de Corps. They're getting control of both sides of the street here on a hard cap. This is going to be a problem for their tanks. That's one rocket from Prankster into the back of the 75.
Yeah, that tank is going to get a bit more trouble in a second. No, actually, might survive. Nope.
It does go down. Yeah.
75 gone.
Still
and
one Greyhound, though.
And the Greyhound goes by, who was that? By Klapsos, I think.
Wow, that's really great play from the ESPT Infantry and Armor. And it looks like the heavies are starting to come out. There is going to be a 76 coming in from 82nd AD. yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look at where we're at. Yeah, over on the 82nd side. Okay, yeah, one coming from 82nd AD as well. It's going to be coming from H7 at the moment. Should be getting to Mason here momentarily, and this heavy could make a difference.
I think it's just going to be basically mirrored at the same half second. It's going to start shooting heavies out, basically.
Yeah.
Because both teams are just waiting to get their tanks, the heavy tanks, out onto the field to dominate, well, the long range / mid-ground. Also Puma tank running around.
Yeah, the Puma is looking like it might make a play here, get across the street.
No. Oh, he's just going to stay there and more down the main road, I think, because there's just one guy in there.
Yeah, he's just going to be shelling down the road, you're right.
Fair enough.
The fact that this has not been capped yet is insane.
I mean, we have it 11 minutes in. It is a good, promising thing. Then again, I'm seeing the amount of blue right now here. 82nd AD has been pushed out of the north completely now. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of blue on my side. There's a lot of ESPT on the area. Something exploded.
Yeah, ESPT looking like they are getting control here. Yeah. Let's see what that was.
That was the Panzer IV.
That was the Panzer IV, yeah. ESPT looking like they're getting really solid control now. This is looking really strong for them. Now again, 82nd AD, the next point is Maison, which is just a couple hundred meters over to the east. But ESPT are already going to be knocking on that front door if they get this cap. So this is going to be a little bit spicy. We'll see what they can do to capitalize on this cap if they do secure it.
But is 82nd AD able to handle all that spice? That's the question. Because it's so close. I mean, you see Freezing, Taz, and others already going eastwards. No? They're pushing the front line right now while they're dominating checkpoint completely. They're also trying to push down the watery ditch there, near the bridge at least. And they're trying to push a bit northwards as well here. They are already setting up the front line to go as far into Mason the Creek as possible.
Yeah, the fact that they're already getting to this hedge line just east of the town here, yeah, they're looking to take this ground as soon as possible, which honestly you really want to do. Get this ground early, secure it, lock it down, and then defend as much as you can as you try to whittle down 82nd AD. But if you're 82nd now, you really got to try to just reset, get yourself set up, keep your people up in the north, get your SLs, and try not to lose too much ground here. It looks like we should see a cap here momentarily.
should also avoid. You should basically try dodging shotgun shells. And not catch them with your face either. That is also
That would be good.
Capture. There we go.
There it is.
Shall we have one little vision on the double map for a second again?
Absolutely. Yes, let's take a look at that. What are you seeing on your end?
I'm seeing nothing. There we go, double map. There we go. Buttons. I am seeing at the moment a very, very interesting... My mouse is bugging out completely. Yay. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna worry that in a second. I am seeing not only the lovely 4 garrisons I mentioned, but I'm seeing already 3 new garrisons on E4, on E6, and on E7 at the moment.
All right, so yeah, ESPT getting themselves well established here on the defense, which is obviously the right call here. You want to make sure you get set up before you push Mason. 82nd AD with 3 garrisons in the G column, G6, 7, and 8. 1 on the hard cap on Mason. Of course, 1 to the north, 1 to the south. And the SLs here are still trying to get their OP set up to try to get back into checkpoint. And if we go forward just a little bit, I'm going to exit out of my map now.
Yes, I noticed.
It looks like they are trying to push up this this road, but with the amount of infantry in the area, particularly up in the north, I feel like that's where the majority of this fighting is, to try to stop that advance from ESPT. And look at Clownface here, just in the road. He finally goes down. Yeah, no, that's the caster's curse. I'm sorry, Clownface. But yeah, no, 82nd gonna try to get back into this little town as soon as possible. But ESPT are set up really well right now.
I'm also a bit worried because now it's getting a bit mixed, but just a moment ago I just saw, because I can see the kill feed, I saw a lot of ESPT kill basically one-sided 82nd AD, and now it's getting again a bit more fair, a bit more flipped. We see all the artillery shells and other things hitting them, but good God, good sir, it's not looking well for 82nd AD at the moment. They are on a bit of a defensive situation here.
Yeah, and the one heavy tank from 82nd AD is just sitting on the hard cap from Mason. Looks like they're just peeking and just kind of kiting this building here. But I'm looking to see what they may be shooting at. Are you seeing where the Tigers are for ESPT?
I'm seeing one Tiger who's trying to maneuver around the watery ditch in E7. He had a bit of an issue there, the old combat house west of checkpoint. But he seems to have finally gathered his way. He's in the opening right now. There we go. And now he's making his way onto a bit of an important area here. It's going to take 10 more seconds, and I think we're going to see the Tiger finally join the actual fight.
All right, yeah, that looks like the Puma is in play as well. Yep. Not going to be super effective against the 76, but can still do some work against the infantry and lighter vehicles.
Do I see anything not from... Oh, I see your tank over there in the distance. Yeah, that's going to take some time until we have a tank fight here. It's going to take some time.
There are a couple of sneaky ESPT players in the back line. They actually had the G6 garrison for 82nd AD locked out for just a moment. Broman is clearing that out. Juno is still in the back line. He actually just went down, but there are a couple of players getting by some of these 82nd AD squads, which could be dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
I'm mostly worried, obviously the Puma's pushing into Mason the Krieg a bit more. I'm a bit worried about the 82nd AD defense at the moment, because I'm a big spokesperson for defending on the hard point. But that doesn't mean that I say, oh, don't defend the perimeter around it, like the proximity area. I'm a fan of, have some people on the hard cap, but also around it. And right now I see only really a hard cap itself defense, while everybody else is just charging forward, like Klapsis is charging forward for the watery ditch.
Right.
Screaming like a maniac.
The fact that ESPT are actually getting into Mason, though, is going to be interesting to see. We have XL here, Clapsauce as well. Let's see if Enax can spot them and stop them here.
I can at least tell you that they're very motivated. XL especially, very motivated. Clapsauce very motivated in proximity chats.
That Puma is going to take a rocket, though.
You're screaming for his life. Yeah, the tank driver is screaming for his life.
Let's see if they can get that second rocket into that Puma. XL is still alive, though. The 76 is looking for him.
Yeah, but Enax got both of them. Both pushed at XL and got killed there for a second here.
And that Tiger just got a shell into the side of the 76. What an angle. If you take a look here at those hedges as the Puma goes down, that is such a tight angle to nail that between what looks to be 2 rows of hedges.
I am curious right now. Where are my nerds? Where are my nerds? There's my nerd. Okay. I see an explosion. What exploded there on your side just now?
Looks like those are 2 repair stations. They actually got 2 for 1 there. What a shot for that. So that's going to be 2 repair stations down for this heavy tank for 82nd AD.
Yeah, I think the fight against the Tiger is going to be very annoying, Nitro.
Yeah, that's a tough spot because on one hand you got to stop yourself from getting pushed from infantry and the Puma like we just saw, but it looks like they have that locked down. So the second the 76 peaks, I mean, they can expect to take at least 1 shell. So that's a tough situation to be in.
Have you seen where the Tiger is, by the way?
Let's take a look. I see the one Tiger in the hard cap at checkpoint.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Wow, what an angle that is!
Exactly.
Wow, that's.
Now imagine being the other tank and just seeing that the hedge is starting to shoot you. It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh wow, that's an incredible angle. Wow. Well, the 76 probably not going anywhere for the time being.
Yeah,
not a whole lot of places to go. I do hear the Lukes somewhere. Where is that? Oh, here. That's coming down the road now, moving east. Let's see if the infantry can move with this. I see Dr. Frogger is getting a kill on Fignaldo.
I'm actually going to go to Mr. Frogger because I see the Lukes is there.
Yeah, that Lukes is just going to be firing down that road. Gonna make it difficult for that 82nd AD infantry to cross. What is that from the 76?
Hammered by Heber there.
Ah.
Yeah, but all anti-tankers down. Looks just peppering the area here. Not the best peppering though, just the open area in general.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look in the north, Altberg, over near St. Mary-Glees. There are a lot of squads here from both ESPT and 82nd AD. A lot of fighting going on in the church and just south of it. 82nd trying to get back in this town, but ESPT dedicating a good amount of resources to stop that, and rightfully so. You know, you definitely don't want to get flanked from the north here. But I mean, ESPT looking like they're doing a good job of clearing that out.
I mean, they are also smearing up there with the MG in the church, probably trying to jump out of the church walls and going onto the church itself. No? The walls, the windows. Is he already out?
Right.
No, he's still wobbling around in the building. Okay. But I would assume he's gonna make his way out or try at least from the church itself and then shoot down with the MG onto Mason, the Krieg. Hammer down with some suppressive fire, some actual kills maybe even as well. And I think I just saw an explosion of something blowing up. That might have been the Lux.
Let's take a look. Let's take a looks. Ha! That Lux is still up, by the way. We don't make
jokes on this channel. This is a very serious channel, clearly.
You're right. Hello is very serious. You're right.
No, actually, the Lux is. I think the Lux is fine. Either that's a new Lux, not that's Shella Kuranashi. Yeah, no, that's the same Lux. And they're not fucking moving the Tigers, so they're getting shoved away.
And you know what? Even down in the south, near the map edge, seeing a couple of ESPT infantry. They got into this trench here. Near this intersection in the south. That's over in G8. Looks like Kolstad should be taking care of that, though. Don't expect this to stay up for very long. Yeah,
there's a bit of a push happening. Both the Lux and the Tiger are pushing on the northern road that we just saw. They're actually trying to push into Mason the Krieg at the moment. I think the push is happening here.
Yeah, no, this looks to be it. Seeing the infantry ship W to the east. Are we seeing a second heavy now? Let's take a look here. Yeah, we do have 2 heavies on Mason now for 82nd AD.
Let's have the maps open for a second. Just as a...
Yeah, let's take a quick look. This is good because we have a flare-up as well.
I heard the explosion in the background. Yeah, I see the tank killed something. That's not nice. But at the moment, I see 1 heavy tank on my side. The second heavy tank looks on the north of Mason the Krieg. But that is it actually at the moment. I don't see anything else. At the moment, we're rocking only 2 heavies and 1 light tank here.
Yeah, over on my end, I zoomed in a bit on my map. We do see the 2 heavies on the hard cap. Something just exploded up.
Yeah, that was the Lux.
Not sure exactly what that was. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just 2 heavies up, though. Not seeing any light tanks for 82nd AD. But this Tiger, like you said, is still pushing down this road. So I'm very curious to know how this turns out.
I guess that's an odd one, but I'm just waiting for, you know, some random little 82nd AD player to make his way there with a satchel blowing it up. That would be beautiful. Maybe something like that would be fun.
Yeah, not seeing any satchels. We do have an 82nd AD player. Is that Huzuli?
Yeah.
Very close by. Not sure if he has a rocket or a satchel, but both heavy tanks from 82nd are here. I mean, they could potentially push this Tiger.
Precision strike.
Yeah. Bombing run going down in the south. That's an ESPT bombing run.
Precision strike doing fuck all, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Just a little bit off, a little bit inaccurate.
That's not a healthy situation. 82nd AD still on the hard one, getting hammered quite a bit. Actually, little heads up, who's commanding on the side of 82nd AD here tonight?
That would be the lovely Gem commanding for 82nd today.
Oh, they put Gem again into a command role instead of a squad leader role. I hate that. But that's a perfect thing. And on my side, it's the lovely inchoing down on the enemy at the moment.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that bombing run looks like it did take out some of the infantry. There weren't any garrisons down there for 82nd, although on the hard cap itself, they did lose the garrison that they had. Or maybe they did. You know what? I might be eating my words because garrison just went up in G8. So you know what? Could have been actually a pretty effective bombing run.
I mean, it opened at least. Ooh, I was going to say it opened up so everybody could make it into the point, but that double artillery just wasted on both sides a lot of people. More on the push attack, though. Ugh.
Yeah, ESPT getting themselves closer to the point. Artillery looks like they are on it, though. Infantry taking down a couple of players as well. Already going to finish them off.
The problem is they have an OP here. ESPT has an OP here in the Watery Ditch, and nobody's able to get close. There's Spellboy, Coldstart, God, maybe. Somebody to take down that OP there.
Yeah, there is an artillery marker going down there just now, so I expect in a couple of seconds we should see some shells. Look how many people are spawning now. That's 2 full squads almost.
Yeah. Because of the elevation, the little slope, the artillery is not going to hit everybody all the time. It's going to make everybody survive most of the time. They need something to drive through this ditch, like a little Greyhound or something. Also, there's a tank shell coming from the north, from ESPT. What the fuck?
Oh, that's interesting. Let's take a look, see where that's coming from.
I don't know what that...
Is it a tank or is it an AT gun? Repair station's gone down again. Both 76 is still up, but the problem is infantry is all over the point. An airhead is coming down. That's an ESPT airhead where those OPs were.
Yeah, I see it.
This is getting very dangerous.
I don't know who shot what the... There's no AT gun and there's no tank in the north. I don't know what that was.
I have no idea.
Ooh,
I'm surprised ESPT are not taking the point. Still a garrison on the hard cap, though. This fighting is really going back and forth. Not particularly going either way yet, but the fact is ESPT are getting a lot of players into the point, and it's very dangerous for 82nd AD.
I mean, look at this. I see the burning tank there. The tank is alive, getting repaired barely. Cookie and Rando are about to clash here from behind. The repair stations are all gone, and 82nd AD is just hanging on onto their second point here. Mason Krieg in a lot of danger at the moment. Yikes.
Yeah, and we're even seeing the Tiger still at checkpoint lobbing shells down. Gonna make it very stressful for these tankers right now. But the infantry, I gotta give credit to 82nd AD's infantry. They are holding off this push as best as they can. And the hard cap has been cleared. That was another satchel that just went boom.
Satchel,
yeah, that's amazing.
I don't want to shout at that.
The problem is these OPs are still up.
That nerd just
the
blasted everyone.
ESPT OPs need to get taken down if they want to have a chance of saving this point, but if they just can't get their infantry over there. Sorry, 82nd can, I should say.
I mean... And it's not like... Oh, everybody... And that's the tank gone. That's the tank gone direct shot from the north.
Tell you what, I'm going to go find this tank. There is a tank. Looks like that is a Tiger in F6. That could be the tank that took down the 76. In fact, there are 2 tanks here. Yeah, it looks like that was that Tiger. And in fact, there are 2 Tigers here.
Wait, no, it came from the north. Am I going crazy?
North. Let's take a look. Tell you what, I'm going to fly around. I'm going to go find this.
It might have been just because of the angle. Fair enough. Okay. At least that means I'm not going crazy completely. That's the important part for me right now.
That is funny. Nothing we need to look at right now, but something I'm going to call out. It looks like there are a couple of ESPT players over in the H5 sector, way in the back line. They did just take down a garrison, so nothing really that we need to be watching at the moment, but something I'll check in on in a couple of minutes to see if that leads to anything. A couple of players in ESPT moving into Cemetery now as well, just north of Mason. We're going to see Crims, 64, Shaka Zulu as well. Going to try to get control and kind of push 82nd AD back down to the south, keep them turtled in Mason. And if they can do that, I think that's going to allow ESPT to move into this point and finally secure it.
And in the meantime, Mason Krieg is still under heavy fire. ESPT is pushing in more and more heavy now. They are on the hard point. Ames, Rando, Clubsos, nothing too fancy. Bonzo, and more in the back for at the moment. This is getting a bit spicy here. But then again, we have played nearly 30 minutes, so, you know. At least it's not going to be a steamroll anymore. That's important. It's not going to be a steamroll because it's only under 30 minutes. There we go.
Right. We were about to reach that point where it is no longer a steamroll. This 76 is in trouble here. Taking shells from the Tiger up to the north. Yeah. The Tiger on checkpoint, though, finally takes it down. And looking at the map, there is one heavy left in play from 82nd AD. It's all the way down in the south. There is a medium tank just coming in from Crossroads up in the north. But as far as the hard cap itself, it's just infantry defending this right now.
I mean, I only have my 2 heavies here on the ESPT side, and they are doing well, as we have seen. Those Tigers are blasting the ground here.
Yeah, I feel like the armor for ESPT clearly showing their dominance in this game so far. We've seen some great plays from them. Infantry, like I said, though, I got to give credit to 82nd Infantry. They're doing a good job with what they have. Trying to keep ESPT at bay, and it looks like they did get a couple of people to push just slightly west into this little watery trench, and push them out of there.
Smellboy is trying. I would love it if he succeeds and we get a clear out here, but there's only 1 OP left at the moment down here, and it's getting under 5. He got 1 at least off. There we go. The thing is, if he would just watch it,
moving into the point.
If he would watch, there you go. It goes down.
Yeah.
Just that lack of looking back and seeing all the enemies there from behind.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Capture progress.
And look at this coordinated armor push now. Yeah, ESPT, both Tigers pushed up just north of Maison. The Panzer IV down in the southwest. Infantry on the point. It's looking pretty dire for 82nd AD. They do have a garrison on the hard cap, though. I expect to see a big spawn here in a couple of seconds.
Altberg, don't worry. It's going to be a 90-minute match. Are you sure?
Really quickly, let's pull up our maps here, because the map looks very different than it did a couple of seconds ago. The garrison's locked out for 82nd AD. There is nobody in the north now. 30 seconds ago, there was at least 1 or 2 squads. That's completely gone. The garrison's locked out. They have to spawn either in G6 or G8, and it looks like ESPT are looking very good to capture this point.
I mean, my side looks by the book at the moment. Lovely setup right now. Western approach has 1 checkpoint. All the garrisons are up and running. They just lost the redstone garrison up there in the G row in the 4th area. But overall, I mean, you can see it on your end as well. It's just a mass of people coming towards this point here.
No, it's a fantastic push to coordinate with the armor and the infantry. They took down the 2 heavies they had on the point. They had infantry in the north and cemetery clearing out the 82nd AD infantry that was down there. And now they're making a coordinated push with 2 Tigers and a Panzer IV. And it looks like they should be able to take this point. The only thing stopping them is that 82nd is spawning near the map edge in the south. Ooh. And that is in sector. So if they can keep infantry in there, they might have a fighting chance. But it's only a chance.
You say that, but they need something. They need to basically. They can't just rely on that 1 little spawn there, because it's gonna get bombarded in a second. People have seen it. They're bombarding it with rockets as well. That thing is gonna go in a second, or at least get stopped, so to say.
Right. Yeah, a couple of people just southeast of cemetery as well from 82nd AD. I say a couple. It's more like 2 squads. But it doesn't look like they'll get there in time. They're just too far back from the point. ESPT have so many people in hard cap right now, and with the armor they have, this is looking really good. So the question now is, what comes next? And what comes next is ESPT are looking like they're getting ready to attack Crossroads. If you go to Cemetery, there's a couple of squads there that we're looking at right now. And if we go to Crossroads, which is way over here to the east, there were a couple of players from ESPT in the point. But 82nd's on top of it, it looks like.
I would like to see the... it's gonna fall. Yeah, there's nothing to do. They're just lacking everything right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4-1 in favor of ESPT.
That's how it's gonna end. Sure, it's gonna be like 60 minutes of just 4-1. Yes. I'm already trying to think, what am I gonna do for an hour now before the next match? Maybe the other matches also ended already. Who knows at this point?
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out, I'm sure. So that being said, taking a look at my map really quickly, it looks like there are a couple of squad leads for 82nd AD, but it looks like the majority of the focus is going to be just on getting Crossroads defended. Get set up. I'm seeing a garrison over to the north, to the south. Nothing on the point just yet. There is no garrison there. That's going to be pretty important to get set up. But just a couple of squad leads near Maison with their OPs up. Gonna try to make something happen. Put a little bit of pressure on.
I have my mice in the green, my double heavy tanks that are making their way diagonally into crossroads slowly, or at least basically there more or less. And there's so much Mace the Krieg defenders at the moment on there. I don't think any second AD is going to take this in the next 5 minutes. Then we might see, 5+ minutes, and then stuff might happen, yada yada. But at the moment, they need something here to come back. And they're lacking firepower right now.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks like it. But it's looking strong for ESPT, like you said. I think their armor is going to be their biggest contributing factor here. But there is just so much space between Mason and Crossroads. There's a lot of room to work with. Infantry have a lot of routes they can take. There's a ton of hedges to use. And I'm curious to know if 82nd opt to go for just a direct push to Mason. It looks like they are just kind of moving in a line from east to west.
I mean, I'm looking at
we'll see how that goes. But this is, it's the slow play for sure.
I'm waiting for some magical little moment here, for some magical little thing from 82nd that they get, their stuff going, that they're pushing southwards into the point, that Mason the Creek is getting some kind of pressure. The only real thing happening at the moment here is the people still in the south we have seen before on your side, no? But they're just holding out while an onslaught of enemies is pushing onto them at the moment.
Yeah, they're fighting for their lives right now. It's just Sansu and Swellboy left, holding on for dear life. Oh yeah, Father Pig coming. Was that not the? Oh, that's not the Artie player. Never mind.
I'm a dumbass. That's on ESPT side. I mixed up the red and the green. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the squad is about to go down though.
Yeah.
Sansu, the last player standing, he is the squad lead. I don't think. Yeah, the OP is down.
But it's Sansu. I want to believe in Sansu. He's gonna die.
I believe in Sansu as well.
Yeah,
I think he is. Well, you know what? He is just sitting in. I don't know if you can see my camera at the moment. He's just sitting between the building and the hedge, probably waiting for. Oh, there he is. He's revealed his position.
Like that.
I think he was trying to just wait to get his OP back up, but he did get taken down finally, and that's the end of 82nd AD on this little road here down to the south. A couple players in map edge, just an MG. Cookies down here, but again, they're not going to be able to get anything set up anytime soon. This will take time to get that back.
Which means I'm gonna watch a bit of the initial brute force fighting in between here, between Crossroads and Mason the Creek.
Right.
With Hubba and the others, this is gonna be a bit more of a close combat thing. And I still hope that, that we're gonna get a bit more of a match time-wise, because good God, after this we have the real. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. We need 82nd AD to hold on for 54 more minutes. And maybe even come back, We never know.
True. Could come back, could do something amazing. You never know how it goes.
No, definitely. Looking at the line, though, it looks like 82nd are moving up at least in the 5 row, trying to get pushed a little bit further west. I think they might be just trying to get back into the area near, like, St. Mary Glees, near the cemetery.
Yeah.
Again, going to take a little bit of time, but...
Whoa!
Boxed in.
Yes, Robo Nitro, that was good.
Oh. I think we're back now. Are we back?
Yes, we are back. You're good again. That was magical. Or scientific.
I know. I could see the little. I could see the little connection thing pop up for Discord. I think we should be okay now, though.
Discord is shitting itself tonight. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But yeah, no, I think at this point, just try to prevent themselves and get boxed in. Try to get some semblance of control in the north, and that'll allow you to maybe have a bit better defense for Crossroads.
Also, little side note there that's gonna amuse you, because I have also an eye on chat at the moment here. Apparently we're doing some Pavlov experiment, because when I say, can we open the map, people are pressing their map key. They need to get a treat every time they do this. It's amazing.
I would love a little treat.
I mean,
All right.
Why not get yourself a little treat? We are still here for 52 minutes, definitely.
That is true, but you know what? Just being here with you, Altberg, is a treat in and of itself, so we're very appreciative of that. It's always a little treat. These tanks, excuse me, these tanks for ESPT, still essentially just in the same position, locking down the infantry. I doubt we see much movement from them, and why would you? because if your tanks are up, you're getting your fuel back up, and so when your tanks finally do go down, you have plenty of fuel on reserve. I mean, it's just a really good position. Now, we are seeing a 76 come out of spawn from 82nd AD. That's going to be, looks like just south of Crossroads. Medium tank up in the north. But that's really it for armor. So I think the 76 going to have a bit of a tough time making a difference.
You're not going to like my
still have
size.
their 2 Tigers up. Yeah,
I
I
have 3 heavies and a recon tank at Mason the Creek at the moment. 2 heavies north of it, 1 Mason the Creek Puma on it itself, and then 1 the far south of G8. And they're all hiding and shooting the long-range fun shenanigans.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's, you know, you keep your fuel up, you make sure that you keep your armor productive, and like I said, locking down that infantry, and that's all you need to do for the next 50 minutes, and you can really secure this win.
Indeed, Rico.
Again, this is
Indeed, Robo Nitro, yes.
Oh no. But yes, again, this game is going to be the decider for who gets first seed into the playoffs. If you're not familiar, we talked about this before the match. If 82nd AD win, they will secure that first seed. ESPT getting the second, and of course, vice versa, if ESPT come out on top. There were a couple of different scenarios that were possible, though, with the games this weekend. You know, ESPT have a chance here to secure first seed. There was a chance that they could have fallen down all the way to third seed and started in the lower bracket. Now, in order for that to happen, TL would have had to have beat Syndicate yesterday on Hurtgen Forest. If that happened and 82nd AD wins this match today, then that would have given TL the second seed, ESPT third seed.
Jesus Christ. Yes,
I know. I'm seeing the notification.
That would have
pop
given
up too.
TL. Yes.
TL, yes, the second seed, and ESPT the third seed there. But that did not happen. TL ended up getting eliminated because they lost that match, and so this game is really just deciding first and second seed. But definitely a lot of possibilities with this particular format for seasonal, with how that could have gone. So it's just it's really interesting. Just, you know, what could have been for these teams.
Thank you for the insight, smart robot of the future, Nitro. Thank you. Fuck, it's dying. Well, Discord dying. Well, we had some troubles at the start as well, didn't we? Because we wanted to have also like a little stream to you. But I thought, you know what? With all the the slideshow streams later, let's not have that. I feel like if you also had that, it would even be more crunchy right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's the right call. Just save the resources. Don't push Discord too hard, and yeah, we can make it work.
Just like ammunition, save the resources. We might always need a bombing run, but
of course, yeah, I can always use a bombing run.
But we have only seen one today, right? I'm trying to remember. I think we used only one ESPT bombing run.
Yeah, the one down in the south at Incheon called that I think took down 1 or 2 garrisons in the south, which actually was more impactful than I thought it would be, because that did allow ESPT to move in, and with, you know, 82nd having to focus on rebuilding those garrisons, I think that definitely was a contributing factor to this Maison capture for ESPT.
I'm unsure. I'm looking at the target. Tiger's just hammering down on an area, even though there's no enemy there.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what the callouts look like for infantry, you know, to this armor.
I see why he's shooting the area. There was infantry there before. I see the corpses.
All right, so good calls.
But no,
yeah,
both
I
sides
think
are
this
doing
is
very well. Both sides are doing very well with 82nd AD in the infantry and ESPT with their tanks tonight here.
Yeah, no, I think the redeeming quality here for 82nd AD is definitely their infantry. And it's funny, we're seeing what looks to be, at least on my screen, a little bit of the old school, at least in the United States, like the Revolutionary War gameplay, where you have two lines just shooting at each other from across an open field. No one's moving, really. But ESPT looking like they're trying to at least get a little bit more control of the north. Couple of SLs for 82nd AD, going almost to the map edge here. We're almost in the 3-row. I'm looking over here at Wabagong and Beaverbang as well. But yeah, just
open your map for a second while you talk for a second.
Oh yeah. Let's take a look one more time here. Yeah, I'm also seeing just the medium tank way up in the north for 82nd AD as well. And it just seems to be a line from north to south in this H column. I don't know if they'll be able to push out of this row or this column anytime soon. That's gonna be tough. 76 is moving in just a little bit further west. What are you seeing on your end?
I lost one of my Robo Nitro of the future. I lost one of my heavy tanks here in the south, but I'm getting another heavy tank right now out of the HQ at the moment. He's going to CH at the C8 at the moment. It's gonna take a moment to join the front, but basically, my whole map is drawn with the infantry line from H3. Basically, between G and H, the line just down nearly straight, all infantry tanks and all the other shenanigans.
Yeah, and we did see a garrison just go up. Looks like that was Wabgong who got one up in G4. So I do anticipate that at some point we're going to see maybe a little bit of a push from, again, all the way near the map edge. But if it works, it works. I mean, there's plenty of time to work with. We are nearly at the halfway point for this game.
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take all the time we can get here.
I'm happy that I saw your G4 garrison because my boys here on the ESPT side have a garrison at H4 on the left mid area. Numpad 4, so to say. Yeah, they are gonna get a lot of alarms here. Yeah.
We'll see if this. It looks like the infantry is aware. That tank is now aware. As a rocket ricochets off the front. Oh wow!
Alf's
already,
rocket destroyed it. Holy shit!
Wow, what a rocket!
That was good. To be fair, I don't know if he actually was aiming for the tank and destroyed the rocket, the garrison instead, or if it was on purpose. We're gonna say it was on purpose that he hit the thing. Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely skill. Yes.
Yes. No, it was definitely against the garrison. There was not an accidental undershot against the tank there.
But this medium tank taking rockets, I mean, they are, getting the trades here. High-speed Healy got a rocket down. He gets taken down immediately. But the fact that ESPT are in the backline and causing this much trouble is a little bit worrisome, I would say, for 82nd AD. Looks like at least one squad did manage to get a spawn off on the 82nd AD garrison.
Yep.
Did move down.
Including Alf, who destroyed the garrison. Which has not been replaced yet, so they are having a bit of a gap there in the H3-4 area. Basically, the top right corner is completely empty, except like 2 people.
Yeah. Alf did go down, but not before taking down one other outpost.
Garrison has been rebuilt, just right there in the corner of G4, top right, just perfectly up there. And I do see a little MG man there in the
Yeah, which is expected, I feel like. With the sightlines you have here, it's going to make it a bit difficult for 82nd AD to move from the north to the south. They certainly are going to try.
My screen a bit more.
Sure.
Yes.
And
yep.
now this medium tank is pushing up in the north for 82nd AD. Not sure what play they're trying to make here, but I do like that at least the armor is moving here. That's a play. Taking down some of the infantry. This is all the way. I'm looking at G3, G4 right now, right next to the 82nd AD garrison. Their medium tank is pushing up to the west. And they might actually be able to get an angle on this Tiger. Tiger knows they're here, certainly. At least knows they're in the area. They're lobbing some shells. And what I believe is
you
infantry.
You go to the medium, I go to the Tiger.
Ah, yes, let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Medium. Definitely, they don't have a sightline yet, but we can see the Tiger on our end from the camera. If they push up just a little bit.
Give me like 10 seconds while I repair.
Oh god, they're also talking proximity chat. Oh, the noise. Good god. Am I on the right fucking area? Yes, I am.
Yes, and it looks like the crew's gonna get out and repair here. Looks like it's Broman and the Dutchman. There was another crew member. It looks like they jumped out and immediately got shot. So this could be a bit dangerous. That's actually Juno, who could get behind here. Okay, they are back in the tank now. That's good.
My Tiger's just turning and...
Leaving,
my Tiger's also killing people that's lying on him. That's
okay.
Special.
That is a thing they can do. And it looks like that medium tank's just gonna fuck off right now. It doesn't want anything to do with the Tiger.
Same with the Tiger.
I think they know that there's infantry around them. Yeah.
My Tiger's also running away right now, Nitro, because there's enemy anti-tankers closing in on him right now.
Yeah, infantry doing a good job of keeping the tanks busy on both sides, it seems. And this Tiger, or this medium tank on my end, is going to have to just do a bit of patrolling. See if they can find some of these troops here.
Oh.
That being said, the garrison in the north did get taken down, so 82nd did lose that position. Now there's no OPs, so not a great place to be. And they did lose a lot of that control in the north. So once again, we're kind of seeing ESPT do what they did near Maison and just kind of push them back closer and closer to their point, or push 82nd back to their point. And that's what allowed them to cap the last time. So it might take a little longer this time around, but I would not be surprised if we see that happen again for this last point.
And I think I was at the wrong tiger, but then again, there's 3 tigers in the same sector now at this point.
Oh, yeah. The fact that they can stack their heavy tanks this much, it's gonna prove to be a problem. We do have 2 heavies up for 82nd AD.
Good.
We have, one just west of Crossroads, the other one all the way down in the south near the map edge. And where exactly did you say those tigers were?
Those delicious tigers are all next to each other at G6. Right, top right side.
Yeah, just near cemetery. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough line to break. And you have the hedges there. You can stack your infantry, line them up all along that hedge with the armor support there. That's gonna be tough.
Actually, gonna go to these 3 tanks because we got that medium tank is taking ages.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, and it looks like the 76 here. I'll get an angle on my end from 82nd's heavy tank. They did take a shell from one of the tigers, and they're really exposed here. And they kind of are behind one hedge. But I think if they go anywhere north or south, they can expect to take at least one more shell. The entire crew is out now repairing this tank.
I'm unsure who's shooting because well, my 2 tigers are moving right now towards the point here in the northeast. One is still holding back, but they're not really focusing on the northeast that much. They're all watching the east more and more.
Yeah, and it's just a really comfortable position for ESPT. And you can sit here along these hedges and just hold them at bay. And that seems to be what they've been doing for the last 15 minutes or so.
Oh. Let me just check one thing, because I see that at one of the ESPT tanks has an issue. He's surrounded by enemies, that's the word. And defending the tiger from a satchel there. With a pistol
it's always now.
Things.
Lovely work here. There is an OP here from 82nd, though. Could be dangerous. I see a satcheler. Longshanks gets 1 frag. Could get up to the tank. Relic could be able to stop him if he's ready for it. Longshanks sprinting up to it, holding W. Is he going to catch him? He does. That's an empty tiger.
Yeah, that's an empty tiger.
That should be a free satchel now. What a play, though, from the infantry. Once again, 82nd AD.
Oh, a tank is satcheled, Relic set as a corpse. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. So they know the satchel is there. Actually, Klapsos, okay, able to defend.
Could he get the defuse? Maybe.
Is he gonna see it? Is he seeing it?
Come on, motherfucker. Halfway.
He's motivated. He gets it!
Wow, what a defuse.
What
and a great
man.
That is a man's man. And now they're back in the Tiger. Incredible save. That's actually amazing.
That is pretty good. I'm happy we caught that moment. Good God. These boys.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see why ESPT is, you know, not only dominating the match, but has been doing very well over all of these matches, because they have certainly a level of skill that is worrying.
Yeah, that being said, Tiger does go down. That's the 76 finally taking one down. That's great timing, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm praising that at the moment they're fucking losing something.
And the Tiger's gone. That's great.
So who killed that Tiger? Was it the medium?
It looks like that was the 76 that I'm looking at here. That is in right about H5, H6. Just west of Crossroads. That tank crew did take some damage, though. They are out repairing it, but that's a good frag on that tank. I think the distraction with the infantry satcheling the tank in the south allowed them to peek just a little bit more freely without getting side shot right away. So
Nitro problem arises next to the tank that the tiger just got destroyed. The other tiger is also getting heavily shot. Oh, but
yes.
Clav is not looking for the people that are repairing it. Clav missing a huge chance here. And
Clav needs to catch Kayonashi. He does.
Oh my God.
Huge. That's Kayonashi and Scheller down. You need to be more aware there if you're a tank crew repairing. Look at Clav. 3 frags now around this tank. Just 1 player left in this Tiger.
The problem is Alf is there, but Alf has already shot all his loads into the butt of the tank. That sounds weird. He has already unleashed his loads. There we go. He's
Yes.
He's empty.
Into the butt.
God damn
Yes. Someone clip that, please. I need that
No.
for unrelated. Yeah.
But Alf, at the moment, if he could just, redeploy an ammo box or something there to blow up that tank.
Right. Yeah. Alf managing to stay alive, but yeah, not much support. And if Alf, yeah, it looks like his OP is about 150 meters to the north. So if he does redeploy, it's going to be a bit of a trek to get back. He can certainly do it. Eric Hartman.
Yeah, he's not going to get seen.
Runs past.
Might get seen now by Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's moving.
I'm trying to rip you out.
I'm gonna rip you out? What? Oh, I'm gonna repair you. Okay,
Hello?
okay. I'm gonna rip you out. But Alf's still alive.
He could catch this tanker. Scheller goes down trying to get back to the tank. I'm not sure if KO's going to make it back. Alf should have this peak here. He gets KO again. He gets 2. Wow, this is great to see. Infantry just keeping the armor at bay.
Oh, the medium tank is also hunting now. Good. I like that the moment we started praising the ESPT tanks just now, they have been getting shot and shelled by everything.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? That's how it goes in Hell Let Loose. The momentum can shift at any time. And if we look at at least my map now, it looks like this has allowed 82nd AD to push just a little bit. Just give your infantry just a slight bit of relief and try to push out a little bit more from Crossroads. So I think that's a great play. Mason is now flashing. They're not in any position to capture yet. They need to take care of the armor completely first, but at least they're putting pressure on now. And
Ninja, one question, because you're getting robotic. Who is in that tank up there now? Because that's the 4th ricochet they're doing. Who is in that tank up there?
Let's take a look. In this 76 here.
I think
Let's
so,
see.
one of them at least. Oh, is it 2? Are they both fucking it up here right now?
They are both fucking it up, yes. That is Nork Prick, the Dutchman, Broman in 1. And that's going to be Halfdan. I can't see the rest of the names there, but they will call that Halfdan's tank.
Because that's still the Valhalla tank that got so much. It's just Valhalla in a tank, nothing else. In a burning, heavily damaged tank. 4 misses / ricochets.
That's tragic. Yeah, that you can't be doing that.
Fucking hell. Oh, kids.
And it looks like the tank crews are going to get back to their tank. KO's back in.
Is there a new 82nd? No, I think this tank is finally going to survive.
Yeah, I think they should be at least a bit safer for now. Yeah. I mean, good work by the infantry to allow your team to move up a little bit, gain just, they went from one hedge line to the next, and that's okay. But yeah, it looks like not a whole lot of ground can be gained here in the long term. The front line push from 82nd. They are working their way toward Mason, and they are making a bit of capture progress now.
They are. But why?
Just for a brief moment.
How?
Yeah. I mean, they do have people in sector. They do have a 76 down in the south at the map edge as well. That is going to make a difference here too.
Yeah, because they have nobody in the hard camps. It's gonna get started taking birds English. They're all in the sector just now. It's just more 82nd AD in the sector, I guess. Yeah, Angel himself, around the striker, making their way into the hard cap now. That's gonna get blocked completely. But it was a little surprise from there probably for ESPT because they have been dominating this match, and now suddenly we'll be losing the point to a 5th. What the fuck? That's gonna shake them a bit of weight, hopefully, as well.
Yeah, it's gonna get a couple people back to the point. And even if you don't take the point here, if you can at least use this opportunity to get some ground back, that's gonna be helpful as well. And 82nd AD are still trying to capitalize on that, moving as close as they can. Down in the south, I'm looking at the map edge at the moment, and it's just the one heavy tank with a couple of infantry. Not going to do a whole lot at the moment. Yeah.
I mean, they're
but
trying.
again, it's pressure, at least, yeah.
Well, their body parts are trying at least. ESPT can be removed from the south just now, from a tank and Remba on the MG. Wait, Remba? Remba is still alive. That's lovely. So yeah, I'm just seeing old names that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, some of these OG teams. It's nice to see some of the older players in these games. Well, it looks like there are OPs up for 82nd AD down in the south. I'm seeing actually a pretty good network of OPs. I would love to see a red zone garrison somewhere. Get some supplies. That would be nice to see, particularly down in the south. But that's okay. Yeah, not a whole lot going on yet. And it seems like they're making a bit of progress. I feel like this is where the mental game comes into play. You have 30 minutes left. You're down 4-1. You need to get if you're 82nd AD, you need to get your infantry over to Maison, try to capture that back, and then get to checkpoint. If you're the front line here, that is a test of mental fortitude to just continue pushing, knowing you're going to get mowed down by MGs and tanks and infantry, but still try to make something happen. So I can certainly respect the meat grind players for each of these teams, and that's on both. That goes for both sides.
And often just, with pushes and things like that, it's just timing. Right now, Remba was just watching with MG to the right, and then he turned around the moment there was 5 guys coming and killing him. So it's often like, you're lying in wait, but you have to watch 2 sides, and then suddenly, oh, enemy onslaught, fuck.
Right.
Not a fan of those missed moments.
Yeah, well, it looks like for ESPT, the Tigers are still up in the north here, near Cemetery. I say north, but, just north of Maison here.
West of Crossroads.
I am seeing... Yeah, that's better. Seeing, for whatever reason, Dan from 82nd AD in a transport truck all the way, literally, at the edge of the map. Not sure where he's trying to go.
Well,
but I'll keep an eye on that and see.
To top left G3 there, top left probably... Putting something up there on the left, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Still a heavy and a medium. Also just west of Crossroads as well. We did see one heavy tank go down. That 76 in the south on the map edge looks like it is down. But there is a second one coming up to the line. So not far behind it. So as far as resources, about 210 fuel for 82nd AD. But with 2 heavies and a medium up. Oh, I hear precision. That is going to take down the heavy tank.
Yeah, no, they came after. Precision strike was a bit later. That tank already got killed, then the precision strike hit, and the other tank got damaged at least.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. I was about to say having 2 heavies and a medium up, not the worst position they could be in, but now being down to just 1, that's going to be a bit problematic, especially if your medium is damaged up here in the north. And this Tiger's making a play now, going to move toward it. I'm very surprised to see this Tiger push. Look at all the infantry around it.
Ooh, yes. What is the idea? What? Yeah, disruption instantly.
That is a questionable play. Do you know what tank that was?
Cocky, I think is the term.
Yeah, I think so too. That was not a smart play. Maybe they have a ton of fuel and they can just replace it, but either way, that seems incredibly wasteful to just throw a Tiger in like that, knowing there's infantry around.
It was slightly damaged. They thought, you know what, it has a scratch, fuck it, and then just get a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that is a choice they made. They do still have one more Tiger here up in the north.
True.
That medium definitely not going to challenge that. That's Freezing Taz sitting on top of the Tiger. Yeah, infantry for ESPT looking like they are still coming down this road from Maison. And they don't need to push too far. They just need to keep this 82nd infantry push back as best they can. And down in the south. Ooh, is that something's firing down? There's no tank here. Is that one of the ESPT tanks firing down to the map edge in the south?
I have a lot of tanks down the south. I have heavy tanks south of Mason the Creek. I have a recon tank north of Mason the Creek and another medium tank making its way northwards beyond Mason the Creek.
Okay.
And something exploded there on my side. It was a transport truck, fuck it.
Okay.
But I noticed one thing, Nitro.
Yes.
Crossroads itself is pretty empty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking at my map, there quite literally, I mean this literally, there are 0 players except for the RD player in the sector of Crossroads. So if ESPT get anybody in there, that will start to flash. 80 seconds seem to know, time is whittling away. I think they're aware that they need to start making a push. And really quickly, if you go to my screen, Paradox is satcheling in 82nd AD 76. This is massive. If he gets the satchel down, there's not a whole lot of infantry that can get there in time. And that satchel is down? Not yet.
Is he AFK?
Paradox?
No
is the satchel?
Satchel?
Oh, the satchel's down. Okay, it's here.
Okay.
He's just defending. I was going to say hello. No, that satchel is down. Oh, that is going to be a heavy going down momentarily. That's a huge blow to 82nd AD. There's no one there that can get there in time. There it goes. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Well, the good thing is there's
still
another tank coming closer again.
Yeah, well, there's a recon tank moving down.
But it's colliding. It's about to collide with a medium tank in a moment.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what they do with this now. Yeah, I just don't see the armor making a play here. That medium tank, like you said, though, is coming down south, crossing this open field. This will be interesting.
Where's that medium? Oh yeah, I see the little medium there.
Yeah, not sure if they're aware that the Tiger is to the west of them. Do they have an angle? The Tiger is not looking at them at the moment.
Oh, there's also a Panzer IV coming towards them right now from the west.
Okay, yeah, we're looking at that. We should see, actually, the 82nd medium should get an angle on that first. Oh, this Tiger is aware now, though. It's been called out. This Tiger is about to cross into the road. In a moment. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, not aware that the Tiger crew is close by to them. Well, that is going to allow the Panzer IV, though, to stay alive, and that's going to cause even more problems for 82nd AD here.
Because he's closing closer again towards that Greyhound here, who's helping a bit out with MG fire and light compartment.
Right.
Keeping an eye out on that lovely tank.
Yeah, that Panzer IV, I believe they should be aware that the Greyhound's there. They do miss the first shot, though. Greyhound's going to back up.
Well, they are shelling through a hedge, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true. Not sure if I peek this from the Greyhound crew, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, they might need to move. I hope for Hubbard there on the side to maybe do something magical here from the sides.
Yeah, there is an AT player there for 82nd AD.
Oh, ground pushing.
Flares come up. Okay. That's one rocket out.
Ooh.
Oh, if they get behind them, this could be huge.
Bouncing to the sky, okay.
Oh. This Greyhound's getting behind it, though. Not sure if the crew's aware. Here comes the turn.
Graham is not shooting for the... Misses completely.
Oh, the miss.
What the f...
Uh-oh. AT just spawned behind the Greyhounds.
Yeah.
Andre needs to kill this AT player.
And that's it. Yeah, that's it.
An opportunity didn't play out. Unfortunate.
Could have been amazing. Could have been a glorious play, just harassing the Panzer IV there, but no, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, there is one heavy tank that just spawned in the south HQ for 82nd, but they're down to 210 fuel, so they're going to be working with one tank here for the next few minutes.
I don't want to scare you, but I'm at 430 fuel, and I'm at 1,200 ammo. So bombing runs and other things could just be yeeted at their own, desire at this point.
Yeah, they definitely have the resources for it.
And I have 3 heavy tanks at the front.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm seeing a Stewart west of checkpoint.
What the? That's gonna be annoying.
Okay. I didn't even see that spawn. Yeah, that'll be. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but I like it.
I
like
just noticed. Where, can you show your map again? Where's that? Oh God, there is a half track by ESPT in E6, bottom right of E6.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. That could prove.
I love the half track play. Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the match of WTH against IR today?
I did not see the match. No, I heard. I knew it was an upset. I knew the result, but I didn't get to watch it.
They basically got swooped at the start, and then they had a nice little moment where they were coming back to a 4-1, then to a 1-4, then 2-3, and then they had a very nice situation with a half track on Hospice. And they had a whole fucking half-track spawn, everybody spawning in, and then they got stomped by a Tiger and other people there.
Ooh.
Didn't work out, sadly. Would have been
fun.
That's tragic. Recap.
But looking at the map, though, it looks like 82nd did get pushed out completely from the map edge. And in fact, the furthest person down south is just lined up with where Maison du Creek is. And other than that, they're again just turtled and pushed back up to the north. That's it's not looking good for them. ESPT looking like they're on track for a strong finish here.
And Puma down south of Crossroads. I see a lot of Crossroads, a lot of very southern Crossroads people here from the ESPT at the moment. Down that I-8, they're gathering there. I see also another heavy tank making its way into I-8. I think they're trying to push and clear it out from the south towards the north here at the moment.
Yeah, let's take a look here. We'll go all the way back down over here. Yeah, a couple of players seeing supplies drop down. Those are 82nd AD supplies. But yeah, a couple of players could make a difference here. Again, just keeping 82nd AD out of the southern sector, keep them away from Mason. It's the right call here, I think.
And I saw a sneaky little tank there making its way. I think a heavy tank from US there in the south, didn't I?
Yeah, that spawned in South HQ. That's going to get its way up. That is the only heavy in play right now.
Well, there's
for
also a
82nd
heavy
AD.
down here at my place, and he's making his way towards I-8 still. Watching northeast at the moment. Where is that?
Now, the steward that we were looking at before is at checkpoint, or at least on the map edge of checkpoint. Let's see if we can find it here in a moment. Oh, that's way back here. There it is. Just making its way down the road.
Oh, adorable.
So now it looks like they might be trying to get behind some of these tanks. Maybe the little steward can make a play here. It is a full crew. So...
there's nothing ahead of him. There's just repair stations. There's nothing there. OPs, garrisons. It's just open, wide area for him to cruise through.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I respect the effort. I respect the flank. But you know what? It looks like they may have even been spotted. I see Jaeger way behind them with a rocket. So.
All the shenanigans. And I'm waiting still for the tank to do something here, the Tiger tank itself.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of the point of the match where, yeah, exactly. It really is a breather for both of these teams. I mean, if you're ESPT, you're sitting pretty, you're having a good time. I mean, it's just holding. We're hearing a bomb run come in. It's an ESPT bombing run.
What? Unsure with that bombing run.
It's an interesting call. I think it may have taken down a Gary, but even then, I mean, there's infantry in the area still.
Well,
so
it's your side. Did it take down a Gary?
There may have been a Gary, maybe not. Okay. That I don't know. That's questionable.
Somebody
that one
will
is
let us
questionable.
know because the ones that watch like for the last minute, they will see a map or something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's odd.
Because if not, then it was a fucking drunk bombing run.
Well, like you said, they have the resources for it, so I guess you get the cooldown. But as far as the resources, they're not hurting very bad, at least.
No, hurting would be another map. God, what a painful joke.
Yeah, we're at that point in the stream. Yeah.
I mean, we are at the last 20 minutes, which normally is the time when we see the carnage unfold, isn't it? We see when basically both teams unleash all they have of the rest of adrenaline and motivation, and where sides get crushed, basically.
Yeah. No, I think this is the point where ESPT is almost in their southern HQ now. And they are in their southern HQ. Cookie goes down as well. The tank crews can't even get to their vehicles. There's a recon tank that just spawned as well. Aww. Garrison marker goes down. So there is a call that, they know there are players back here.
So a little corner there from the top bottom right. Yeah, I can see US range and others make their way. High-speed Hilly there next to the beautiful tank. Still, they have not built that repair station. These lazy... Unbelievable.
I don't know what killed the Stewart that was in play down the south. I assume maybe it was a Tiger from the north, but that Stewart is no longer on the field. Just wanted to point that out. So, yeah, as far as right now, there's one medium in play for 82nd AD, one heavy at Crossroads. I think at this point they may just be holding on, trying not to get 5-0'd, but it doesn't make a difference, really.
Yeah. Well, it is... Sorry, I caught me completely off guard there. Oh,
That's okay. I was just saying that it looks like we're back to kind of this, shooting at each other from an open field, hedge to hedge.
I mean, the thing is, the Tiger here in the south is not even hiding him. It's just in the open. It's getting bombarded by something in your HQ.
Yeah, the Tiger, they're starting to move just a little bit now, but what they could be getting bombarded by... I'm not even seeing a tank there. And there's the medium tank. Yeah, it's the medium tank over to the east. I see it now.
That bounce.
I'll go ahead and get a
Beautiful
POV
rockets
from my
they're
end.
missing though. Oh.
Actually, that medium could have a line of sight on the Tiger. They turn their turret away though.
I mean, now it's pretty safe right now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that map edge is gonna, or that map edge tank for you is gonna be definitely a problem. Yeah, because what do you do? The medium can try to lob shots over, but I mean they're not gonna do much. They're protected by the hedge. They have the front facing toward it. That being said, a couple of people got through. Enax looks like he managed to sneak by. Could be huge if that's a squad leader. Over in G5. There are supplies coming down. It looks like Remba could actually potentially get a. I think it feels a bit desperate.
Yeah,
as I know
Robot
I have
Neutral
my
promise
robot.
they also.
Yeah.
they are also on that garrison, and we know that they're there now because they were just literally standing next to the garrison. So that area is going to get investigated in a second, presumably. Also, I think we just lost another heavy tank. Yeah, around Crossroads. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, Mason flashing very briefly, but it's just a couple of players in sector. Don't expect anything to come out of that.
Yes, Mr. Nitro.
That's really unfortunate that that's happening today. But
ooh,
such is life.
Big fight coming in the south. The Tiger's getting attacked by the medium, and the medium dies instantly.
Ugh, that's tragic. Yeah, at this point, they're just throwing whatever they can. 2 heavies back in play now, though. Those heavies are both near Middle HQ and Crossroads. So they have a fighting chance to take out perhaps one of these Tigers at least. And they are both heading down south, so we could potentially see some fighting. There was a shell from the 76 coming down to the south as well.
Whoa, what the okay. Heldus gifted me something just now.
Oh, okay. What is that?
I need to see the clip later. But basically, Zanzil was going around the corner as an anti-tanker. There were 5 enemies with an MG firing on him suddenly. And I think he blew up the AT station right in front of him, which killed him as well. The explosion animation happened. The dust settled. And then another, just the explosion animation appeared again.
Yeah.
Without any dust, just the visual effect of an explosion. Just the animation happened. That was all. That was interesting.
That's great.
Either way, I'm seeing they're again lobbing another tank here against the Tiger. The Tiger's gonna get attacked by a Greyhound.
Yeah, they're doing whatever they can at this point. It's a 3-person crew inside the Greyhounds. 76 is pushing forward a little bit. I expect this Greyhound to go down here momentarily. Yeah. Here it comes, driving around. Love to see it.
Are you also watching the Tiger versus Greyhound?
I am. It's pretty incredible. And that allows them to get a rocket into the Tiger. Wow. Oh, big brain strats here. Raptor capitalizing on that.
I mean...
Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we watching?
And the Tiger goes down. Oh, 82nd AD. Oh, beautiful.
That's amazing.
There we go. Raptor, who was else in there? God damn it, the names. Knockprick, Dutchman, and Broman. There we go.
Broman, yeah. That's incredible coordination. That's fantastic. Love to see it. There is an OP here, though. Valhalla just spawned in.
And the Greyhound
goes down.
Valhalla, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't find that one, sadly. But
how could infantry allow this to
impressive
happen?
moment, I would say.
Oh, yeah. No, that absolutely was a nice one. That's great.
It also means at the moment we don't have any heavy tanks at the front line. We have only a grounded Mason the Creek. Another heavy is making its way to Mason the Creek. Another one is making its way to Checkpoint. And then another heavy is being spawned at the HQ and has moved right now.
This is great to see from the 82nd side. A lot of scattered infantry, but there are SLs getting closer and closer. We have an SL almost inside Mason de Creek. So there's potential here for something to happen.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried now because we just a moment, we now have another one. We had for a moment just 4 garrisons. We now have 4 garrisons on ESPT. They're losing all their garrisons at the moment. They have 1 in F5 and then 1 around now on Mason the Creek itself and then 2 in the south. But that's it. Everything else has been removed.
what seems to be happening is 82nd got into the town in the north near St. Mary-Glees and pushed down south. They would have been able to clear out any garrisons that are there. So this is looking pretty good for them. At least it's looking like a good opportunity, I should say. We'll see what they can do here in these last 12 minutes or so, 10 minutes really. And if you think about it, they have to capture 2 points. So they have essentially 8 minutes to start capturing this. So
8 minutes to make a change.
Yeah, no, this is going to be interesting to see, but they're looking like they have a chance to make one big play here. And we'll see if they can do it. Remba's inside Maison du Creek now.
Oh, I see the little noodle.
Yep.
Yeah, but there is a garrison close by. Alerted already. Everybody's now on a hunt on him.
Yeah.
I think JJ is gonna get it. No, somebody else. Yeah, Swagger saw him. Died though. JJ? Show nobody?
Yeah, no, not aware. But a lot of infantry spawning nearby though.
True.
It's gonna get Kolstad. Alf turns around here. Alf is aware. Will he get the frag? He does.
There we go. Oh,
and
did he just...
Alf is
what?
a...
Oh, he just ran the garrison
you know...
on Mason the Creek. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
I was for a second confused.
I could support that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
You could get the Puma here. You should hear it.
Is it close enough though? Bombing runner here? But I don't see that's going to be a bombing run for your team.
That's an 82nd AD bomber and going over Maison du Creek, north to south, coming in now.
Yeah.
But the garrison was already taken down.
Yeah.
That's a miscommunication there from 82nd
And Alf
AD.
gets killed by the bombing run.
Oh no.
I think 2 people died to the bombing run. More people died of 82nd from the 82nd AD bombing run.
Yeah.
Than ESPT. Did the Puma
That's
at least
unfortunate.
go down? No.
No, it didn't.
Fucking hell.
Alf spawns in, gets one rocket off on the Tiger, immediately gets taken down. That's unfortunate. But 82nd, a couple of infantry. There's 2 OPs right now from 82nd AD at Maison. What they need now is their armor to come in and help them out here. But ESPT, no, they're ready for it. They're taking both their Tigers down south.
I mean, 82nd is going to the point. That's nice.
Yeah, a couple people in a hard cap and flash for just a brief moment.
If they had an anti-tanker right now to take down the... Well, it's just one man, the tank, to be fair.
Yeah. Raspberry getting a rocket all the way down, taking out the Tiger at map edge. That's going to be huge.
How much Tiger's gone? Another garrison up on Mason the Creek, by the way. Gone. There we go.
This is looking like a big opportunity once again for 82nd. They have 2 heavies in play down in the south. If they can get them over to Maison, there's a real good shot at a cap here. But Valhalla is satcheling the 76 here. Cookie goes out. Valhalla
it's also
goes down.
satcheling your frames. Holy shit, that was special.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think when you zoom in on a tank, that has tanked my frames before. All right, we're gonna back out just a little bit.
In the meantime, only Zanzo and Don alive on the push here on Mason the Creek.
Yeah. 1 OP still for 82nd AD over the point.
That's nice.
2 heavies still over
Wait,
in
where
the
were those
east.
heavies? Sorry, where were those heavies?
In the
Oh,
east,
sorry,
so over in H7.
Yeah, I missaw. I thought they were literally right next to me. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, no, not quite. But now is the time. 1 minute left to start capping for 82nd AD before it's GG. And it's not looking very good. You really need to just go all in. Surprised we haven't seen an airhead yet, but they really... Well, I'm not surprised now, actually, because looking at the resources, they have very, very little of anything available. So that is unfortunate.
I mean, I'm also... The longer they take, that means also that other tanks can spawn in from ESPT. That more heavy tanks can make their way to the front right now. I have, at the moment, a recon tank, still the freaking recon tank of Mason the Creek. I have a heavy tank south. I have a medium tank making its way to checkpoint. And another heavy is again leaving HQ at the moment. If they want to do something, they need to hurry up.
Yeah, if they want to do something, they need to do it like 2 minutes ago, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, with just about 10 seconds, I think we are about to get our GGs. Because again, if you're unfamiliar in chat, it takes 2 minutes to capture a point.
Yes.
And they need to capture Maison du Creek and capture checkpoints. And they are,
Well, they basically 2 minutes to capture this point. They could then airhead already a group in there or have some tankers in there at the next point. So they need If they are good, they just need 4 minutes. So we have still just a bit under 4 minutes left for a really high skill play.
Yeah, right. That being said, not sure if that's going to happen because one of the 76s did just go down. So they're down to 1 tank. They did lose their OPs in the south. And so 82nd AD going to have to push in to Mason from the northeast. And that in itself is a challenge because there are ESPT players in their backline, actually. We're seeing Clownface, US Ranger, High Speed Hilly. Going to be harassing the infantry here, making it tough to allow that to happen.
And remember, kids, harassment only good in Hell at Loose. Context is important.
Context, yes.
As is this American tank making its way forward so it can get repaired before the Tiger can annihilate it. Sometimes I wish that the Hell at Loose tank meta would change, but because it's just people hiding behind hedges, repairing, then going out again, exchanging 1 to 2 shots, and then going back and repeating it.
Yeah, no, it definitely can be quite stale. 100%.
I just want for the tankers to have more than just this role of just mandatory. It's a bit like the spotter that just becomes like, oh, you're the flare guy. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I have a little bit of experience being the flare guy, and that is exactly how it goes. I'm going to spawn in, shoot my flare immediately, and then go run and either get a kill or die. Preferably as soon as possible so I can shoot another flare. Yeah. Let me tell you, though, pretty damn good at that role. As I see my connection drops once again. So that probably came out in a robot voice, but that's okay.
It just didn't come out at all.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of something exploded.
Yeah, that was the medium tank that was trying to make a push. No, the medium tank went down. It was right next to their heavy. So
I guess
once
something
again,
exploded at the same time then, because that was a why did I think it was a repair station? What the fuck?
Well, like 82nd going to be down to just 1 heavy tank. A Steward did just spawn as well as a recon tank, but I doubt they can even get there or get to the point in time.
Oh god. Oh, this. Wait, did they just win against the Tiger? No. Did they just win against the Tiger?
Yeah. You know, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. Anita is down.
76 is injured though. I say injured. It is damaged. So they got to be really careful about this push. I do see an that is an airhead coming. Is that an ESPT airhead?
That is an ESPT airhead on Mason the Creek, correct?
So defensive airhead. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they could go for the 5-0, but you know, why have that? Why not have some extra spawns in there?
Yeah, let me tell you about a story. A team this season attempted to go for a 5-0, and that team was TL, and it ended up costing them the match in like week 1. So, yeah, definitely don't do that if you don't need to.
Yeah.
Because yeah, no, it will not pay off if you fail. That being said, we are now down
mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're down to just over 30 seconds left to start capping, and there's not really a whole lot going on. So I think this could be it here shortly. The 76, unfortunately, pinned down by 1, 2, 3 Tigers, I'm saying, or at least 3 tanks. Tiger is going to be pushing up directly in front of it.
Oh, it's 2 AT cannons that are shelling him. Also, a Tiger in the north, a medium in the west, a recon in the hard cap, and another heavy tank on checkpoint.
So just a couple of things, yeah. Just a few things shelling it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. With 2 seconds, 1, that is a GG.
And the G. Now, the only thing is it going to be a 4-1, or is it going to be a 3-2, or a 5-0?
Right. It could still go. Yeah, there are a couple of options here. You know, the game is over. The score is still undecided.
In diddly diddly deed. But yeah, that is already, at least for your information, the victory towards our friends. I was going to say 82nd AD. Our friends from ESPT advancing further. So does 82nd AD. But in a moment, we're going to do the wheel as a heads up.
Yes, so stay tuned. Because the wheel is magical. I've seen the wheel.
We're gonna have a little break because people need to like add stuff and do math with an A.
Right.
For the people.
Yes. I do appreciate that this 76 is just gonna push this Tiger.
You know, they want to increase the score of the enemy at least. It should be, if they already win, give them something nice.
Right. 82nd AD airhead going down just north of Mason. I doubt, yeah, ESPT is going to be on that right away. Precision strike coming down. Tiger goes down. That's an ESPT precision. that.
It's a
I don't
random
know what
spot
it
without
hit.
any- I think that was
Yeah.
where the tank was before.
Yes,
And then it moves.
I agree. Yeah, that airhead went down immediately, so nothing doing there for that.
I think another
But I
bomber
will
run?
say,
Oh,
oh, okay, let's take a look. It's an ESPT
Top-down
bombing run.
because we can.
Oh,
I'm a stupid
I
idiot.
just turned around in time to see that.
I looked at the wrong area. God damn it!
Oh no!
Just 2 fields ahead, going, wait, where's the thing? Oh shit!
That did take out quite a bit of infantry, though. I did manage to catch just the tail end of that.
Lovely.
Yeah. Well, with 3 seconds, it looks like this is going to be a 4-1 officially.
Yeah, that's
for
a
this
4-1.
game.
We're going for the high scores at the moment because people are going to leave in a second, as we always know. Yada,
yes.
yada, yada.
Right.
But Alberg, show the last 2 minutes. I'm not going to show them. Just give me the 10 seconds here of showing this because else people are going to complain to me and the whispers again, you naughty people.
Yeah, imagine whispering to the streamer during a match. Okay.
And thank you, Mr. Azzy, for the lovely raid here at the... Well, I say at the end, but it's going to happen 30 minutes ago, so to say. Time.
Yeah, the last half hour. Yeah.
Hello. Well, you say last half hour, but we're not going to stop it here. We're going to
that's true, of course.
Yeah, exactly, because the wheel is going to happen after this.
Right. I do appreciate that the players are still, playing the game. We have people on ESPT still on the AT guns, tanks still going in.
You want to get that high score.
Right, all the imaginary points.
Yes. I mean, we are also imaginary. We're just AI from Altberg and Nitro old recordings, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yours
this is an
a bit
AI
funky
bot.
tonight. Yours is a bit funky. The speech module is a bit more for me.
Yeah, we gotta tune it just a little bit.
Yes, I'll pack.
I can't wait to go back and watch that.
But no, I think both teams did well here tonight. Yeah, you might say, well, yeah, but 82nd AD didn't come back from it. But they had a lovely defensive line. Valhalla being cruel here. I feel like even though 82nd AD clearly lost this one straight up, they did very well. They had a nice little row. They never had their last point getting captured. We didn't see a critical sector as the attack.
Yeah, no, that is true. And I will say the opener itself, and that was a hard fight for Checkpoint in the beginning. They fought over that for a long time, and ESPT finally just overwhelmed them with their push from the north, their armor coordinating with the infantry. It was really exciting to see. So definitely not a sleeper match, I would say, particularly in the beginning and for the opener. So I appreciate that, definitely. I'm going to go ahead and close my game and stop sharing that screen, Altberg, in case you happen to have that open.
Absolutely. I'm giving my points to Axel because he's a good boy.
Oh, nice.
Am I getting something out of interest? Where am I? I'm nowhere. I got my Axel. Look at that. There we go.
Very nice.
But that has been the can I get some background shenanigan musics? Thank you.
Yes.
Boom, boom. Electronics. That has been the match of ESPT against 82nd AD. Don't run away, people, because we are gonna have something fun in a moment. We are gonna watch the beauty that is the Headed Loose seasonal wheel. And we're gonna see basically who is gonna next week fight against whom. We just need to have the little Orga goblins gobble up some data. I really went astray with my little metaphor there. But they are going to cast all the magics, do all the inscribements, and we're going to see in a moment how it's going to go. Any last words before we go into the short little break there, Mr. Nitro?
Just that, thank you to ESPT and to 82nd AD for putting on an exciting game. I thought, as you said, both teams played very well. ESPT obviously showing their dominance with armor in this game. I think that was very apparent for these past 90 minutes. But I'm excited. We'll take a quick break. I will be back in about 2 minutes. I don't know when you will be back, but we'll be ready. We'll get this wheel going and see what next week looks like. Start of the playoffs.
Indeed.
Very exciting time for seasonal. My favorite time of seasonal is the playoffs. So,
also, thank you for the raid from Mr. Lapidou. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Before we make any bad attempts at French, let's say we'll see you in a moment, kids. Have a good one. This is gonna be seasonal wheel in a moment. Beep boop beep beep.